So although we are talking about 11 million of our population that at any point in time they are employed, those who are working by themselves, own account workers, and those who are contributing family workers, largely they do not have any forms of contract binding what they do. It's about 2/3 of that. Then we find female dominating among those who are vulnerably employed with a percentage point difference of about 21%. So this is the headline figure that we've always worked with when we come to unemployment, whether it's 13.4, 13.7, 13.9. And as I indicated, we are always concerned about this figure. We didn't deviate from what we know from the census in terms of what our unemployment rate is. During the 2021 population and housing census, we got an unemployment rate of 13.4. And throughout the 3 quarters that we followed the same households, we still have figures in the region of 13.4 and 13.9, depicting the unemployment rate that we have in Ghana. Consistent with our censuses and our surveys, we've seen this as predominantly an urban phenomenon. Honorable Deputy Minister, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let's slow down the conversation on that, and now let's begin to think about what is happening to whether somebody is employed or somebody is not employed. The benefit that you get from following the same people. So we took our third quarter data and looked at those who were unemployed and went back to the first quarter and looked at what they were doing in the first quarter, and find out whether the characteristics of what they were doing in the first quarter made them susceptible to unemployment in the third quarter. And what we saw is that in the first quarter of 2022, those who were unemployed in the third quarter, about 2/3 of them were in vulnerable employment. And this goes back to emphasize the point that it's the characteristics of what they do that is what we need to pay emphasis on rather than the rate. So those who were unemployed in the third quarter, go back to the first quarter, find out what they are doing, and what they were doing in the first quarter were activities that we characterize as vulnerable employment. Specifically, those who are in non-agri self-employed without employees, about 1/3 of it, agricultural contributing worker, about 17% of that. That alone is taking about 50% of those who were employed in the first quarter but were doing vulnerable work. And for that reason, in the third quarter, they became unemployed.